In this video, I'm going to show how to replace the hood hinges on this Ford F-350. We are working with the passenger side hinge in this case, and it has the antenna for the radio housed right on it. So the driver's side procedure is actually a little bit easier because you don't have to deal with the antenna. But of course, I'm going to show you how to do that on the passenger side. Let's get started. Before we start, I'm going to install a soft pad underneath the hood right here so that when I do unbolt it, it's not going to scratch or damage anything, and I can rest it up against the fender without it, well, like I said, damaging or scratching anything. Now, let's take these two 13mm bolts out. I've added a bungee cord here to hold the hood. That way it doesn't want to fall forward. Now we can follow the hinge down and use a 13mm socket on a ratchet, or just use a wrench and remove the two bolts holding it on to the body. Okay, last bolt is out. Now you'll notice that down there we have the wire for your antenna. You're going to have to disconnect that. Take some sort of tool that can pry it out. With the antenna wire pried out of there, you can turn this hinge, take it out with the antenna. Lift up this boot on the antenna, and I use a 7mm socket to remove the 3 bolts holding the antenna base onto the hinge. And there's your hood hinge. Now take your antenna assembly and line it up. It's only going to fit on one way. It's actually got a tilt to it, so it has to lean backwards towards the other end of the hinge. If you don't put it on that way, the bolt holes are actually not going to line up, so you can't put it on wrong. Start on the 3 little fasteners. Snug them down. And get this boot back over. Take the antenna and feed it up through the cowl. And get the hinge reinstalled. Before you go too far, don't forget to reconnect your antenna with the wire. And drop the hinge down. Start the bolts in. Before you snug that one down, put this one back in as well. Now, assuming you have a new hinge, it's going to be a little bit difficult to estimate the exact position, but what you can do is go by the dirt mark and paint marks that are left around the hinge on the base of it to line it all up. Once you snug up the first bolt, it should secure it down so you can tighten up that rear one. Make sure both of these are tightened up fully. Just snug them up. All right, and then up here, we're going to line up the hood with the hinge, of course. Start on the bolts, both of them, before you let go of anything that is supporting the hood. Get these as close as you can. So I got them close, and then I backed them off a little so the hood can have a little bit of a movement to it still. I'm going to remove that bungee cord I used to support the hood. We can remove this now. That way we can clearly see how it's positioned. And same over here, there will always be paint marks left behind on the hood that you want this all to line up with. Just do your best. ratchet on these just to snug them up. That's tight. That's tight. So hood hinge is replaced. You would do the same to the other side if you needed to. Of course, the driver's side, like I said, does not have an antenna, so it will be a little bit easier.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.